I've never seen such an amazing man. In just 3 days, using 300 pieces of pure, raw wood. After last night's storm, the forest was full of fallen trees. Unable to resist his construction instincts, Atai immediately decided to settle there. He grabbed his family heirloom tool and headed straight for the fallen tree trunks. Without saying a word, he started pulling and shifting them to create a foundation. For outdoor building enthusiasts, this was the ultimate dream. The abundance of fallen trees made it easy to collect the wood. Soon he gathered a pile of high-quality tree trunks. To ensure the shelter lasts for centuries without collapsing, Atai selected several thick pieces of wood for carbonization, transforming them into a dark, charred appearance. Then the actual building process began. He used an axe to sharpen the sticks, then fixed the carbonized wood into place, forming a square frame. He carved corresponding grooves at the joints, using a saw to pull and tear, and an axe to chop. Everything had to fit perfectly, like a well-oiled machine. He didn't forget to use a level to ensure everything was straight. Next, he drilled connecting holes through the wood and hammered wooden dowels in tightly to ensure they stayed securely joined. Only this sturdy wood could provide a sense of safety. The broken tree trunks from afar had already caught his eye. He stripped all the branches off, and the density was enough to fill any gaps. Once the surface was fully covered, he cut the ends of the logs at an angle, allowing them to be neatly laid out on top. You could tell just by looking at the smoothness of the wood that this guy was a craftsman with mad skills. Thus, a square foundation frame was completed. It looked so clean that it seemed unnecessary to even sweep it, and you could probably rap and dance on top of it without issue. After some simple touches, Atai carved grooves in the joints and continued using the mortise and tenon structure to build upwards, one log at a time. Although no nails were used throughout the process, the dowel-fixed structure was more robust, making the shelter perfect. The strength of the build would make even a black bear think twice before approaching. Though working alone can be monotonous, it's a luxury when you're able to turn your passion into your job. With Atai's bold and confident movements, the walls of the shelter quickly rose to half his height. After leaving space for a door, the rest of the walls continued upwards. Considering light intake, Atai left a window in the wall. Meticulous as ever, he reinforced each layer with dowels, and soon the 4 walls were complete. As for the door, Atai stuck to the mortise and tenon technique. He shaved both ends of the logs, then carved grooves in the tree trunks to create joints. After that, he connected them horizontally and vertically, drilling corresponding holes, then hammered in the dowels. Finally, he carved a notch in the door frame to ensure the door would fit perfectly. After testing it, the result was flawless, precision to the extreme. The roof was designed to be strong. Atai fixed the sides of the roof securely, then attached the beams firmly, reinforcing the joints with 10-centimeter dowels. Eager to finish, he swiftly built a series of frames for the roof, a structure that would both support the shelter and help filter out rain and snow. Atai made over 20 frames, linking them together in a row, leaning them against the beams. He didn't forget to leave space for the chimney. Once everything was connected, he fixed it all firmly. Then he added the artistic chimney. Next, he laid down black waterproof film, covered the entire roof with dry grass, and topped it with lush green turf. Not only did it improve the roof's appearance, but it also enhanced its insulating properties. After making sure everything was in place, Atai crafted a wooden bed base from the remaining logs. To make life even more comfortable in the wild, a fireplace was essential. By correctly installing the chimney, the risk of smoke buildup was minimized. Though it was made from plastic film, the light transmission was decent. Atai fried up some potatoes and sausages, savoring the meal with pleasure. This beautifully crafted wooden cabin is a dream come true, and I wouldn't mind moving in myself.